Okay, so this is a walkthrough of the opener. This is going to be the soprano and bass section. So everyone is going to start walking in on the part where the officers are singing, but when I stop and see you here, I remember who all this is for. So you should be in your spot for from now on. So you're going to start, you're going to step forward on your right, and you're going to pull up with your hands from now on. So you're just rocking forward, back, and stepping together. And that on is your cutoff, or that step is that cutoff for on. And then you're just pulling up and presenting. So from now on, you're gonna step across with your right hand. These eyes will not. So you're stepping and touching with your left and swiping this across your face. These eyes will not be blinded. You're stepping out and you're putting your left hand in the blade in front of your eyes. You're leaning into that, pushing that away, and look up at that hand. Pull that hand in, lights, and look up at that hand as well. And then it goes dun dun, and you're just pulling in. Repeat from now on. And then this is going to be dependent on what side of stage you're on. So if you're on stage right, you're going to go what's waited till tomorrow. So your what's waited till tomorrow starts tonight. And if you're on stage left, you're turning in with the other foot. What's waited till tomorrow starts tonight. So that's a ripple. Then we're going to do the same step we did for from now on. Pull forward, let this promise in me start like an anthem, and then you're going to do little pulse and big pulse. And this is right jazz hand, left jazz hand, and you're doing right over left, and then you're going to pull that in. So let this promise in me start like an anthem in my heart, pull. And then it's going to go from now on, and that's dependent on what side of stage you're on. So if you're on stage right, you're reaching with your right hand. If you're on stage left, you're reaching with your left hand. And then concert choir and seniors in the front are going to go on from. Woco is going to go on now, and then the chorales are going to go on, and then we're going to pull. So from now on, and we're going to hit from now on, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you're in this neutral clean position to go into the next section. Okay. So now the sopranos and basses are going to split off, and you have a slightly easier section than the altos and tenors. But all you are doing is from now on, and on you're shooting your hand straight out, and the whole time you're saying the word on, you're dragging your hand across very slowly, just while you're singing that and presenting. So it's gonna be from now on, and then you're gonna join the tenors and altos home again. So you're just rocking forward with that front foot, and you're pulling it home again. And then during the next couple beats, you are going to turn to the back, over your right shoulder. So you're just kind of like to the back. So we are going to start down, and we will come. You're stepping out, and your hands are going to be up in points. Come back. This is the 45. Home, parallel to the floor. And we will, so you're circling this right arm and leaning. And we will come back home again. And then that's crossing and turning to the front. So from the back, it's, and we will come back home, and we will come back home again. After after that, we're all in unison. So you're gonna step forward with your left foot. You're gonna reach up with your left arm and kick with that right. And that's just gonna be, and we will come back home, and we will come back home. And then you're gonna lean out to whatever side you're on. So if you're on stage right, you're leaning right. Stage left, you're leaning left. Home again. And then after that, we're doing the pot of array. So you're gonna step back with your right, and we will, and your arms are going left to right. So we're like, kind of like a clock. And we will come back home, and then you're gonna melt to whatever your pose you want on, and we will, and then you're gonna tick in that, come back home. So you could do whatever pose you want, that's improv. So you, and we will come back home, whatever you want. And then we're gonna hit any pose you want again, but up. So home again, and then melt into that. And that is like the whole first section. Now we get into the acapella section, and concert choir is gonna start out. Everyone's gonna start clapping. Come back home, and we will come back home, home again. So concert choir is gonna start with the step touch. You're starting with your right foot. Voco's gonna add in on the second one, and then the chorales are gonna add in on the third one, and on the last, and we will come back home, and we will come back home, home again. We're not clapping on that last again. We're stepping out, and that prepares us for from now on. And that's the same as it was in the first chorus. Same ripple and everything, even though the timing's a little bit different for the starts tonight. It's the same ripple, same sides, and everything for that. And then after that, we go into, again, we will come back home. Only difference for you guys for this part is instead of turning around, you were doing the same, and we will come back home, and you're doing it to the front instead of the back. And then instead of crossing at the end, you're just gonna come in and down. So that's home again. And then it's kind of like we're hitting a wall. We're starting our time travel. So you're gonna hit whatever and like move through like slow motion. You're moving through Jello kind of thing. So that's the second one after the second chorus. Second, we will come back home. And then the third one we sing, we're gonna travel off to whatever side you're on, and you're gonna clump so that middle's open. And that's just moving. And then you'll move over there, and it'll be like a da 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 in the piano, and then you'll hear a beat. So that we're gonna look out. You're gonna get to your spot. You're gonna look out to the outside 45. So if I'm on stage right, I'm looking this way, and I'm gonna hear the piano part, and I'm gonna go up on my toes and down when I hear that beat. So again, let's just, and you're looking in towards center, singing from now on. And then that's the end of the song. So I will do another tutorial with music. Oh, and yeah, I guess stage left, you're just doing the same. Yeah, on that beat. But yeah, I will make a tutorial with music, and